pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll have a roll call.
Rowland.
Here.
Van Wyck is not here. Thompson.
Here.
Leonard.
Here.
Flannum.
Here.
Manner.
Here.
Elkins.
Here. Okay, we'll move on to public comments. Any comments from the public? All right, come on up.
Okay, which cameras are working now?
All of them.
Welcome, Council, Mayor, and all the rest of you. I got two announcements. One is Summer Wednesdays started tonight. They're expecting 1,000 people there tonight. It's free food, hot dogs, brats, hamburgers, bounce houses set up. They got lots of things going on. So if anybody can stop by afterwards, I would say stop on by. Number two is Saturday morning, our 30th annual Flying Driving Breakfast is at that time, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Children under 10 are free. So after soccer, bring them all out, or before soccer, you know, because a lot of families do. So that's it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. My device is shut down. Oh, it's right here. I got it. All right, we'll move on to the approval of the liquor license or liquor, cigarette and other licensures. Consent.
Agenda.
Oh, missed it. Sorry. Consent. Thank you. Consent agenda items. Got the minutes from May 4th, special council minutes from May 17th, and then the committee of whole from May 17th.
I'll make a motion to approve consent agenda items as mentioned.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Motion passes. All right, now we can move on to the liquor, cigarette and other licensures.
So there was only one denial, and it was of a bartender license or servers permit.
Just a procedural question. Each year, then do we review the applicants again? Do you review them again, Tom, or is it just kind of a, well, they've been there, so we're.
Well,
we're
some of them
good?
are, I'm able to look and see if there's been any violations within our city, and then over the years, some of the same names are there. Especially convenience stores and things like that there, but there was one that I requested that we deny that, you know, to explain the process to the bar owner there is.
Okay. I'd entertain a motion, I guess, to approve them as listed.
How, can we do it as just one blanket approval, or do we have to do it by section?
I would appreciate it if you did that by section.
Okay,
So that it shows.
Motion to approve the Class A fermented beverage, fermented malt beverage, and Class A liquor.
I second.
any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, moving on to Class B. Entertain a motion for Class B.
I'll make a motion to approve Class B fermented malt beverage and Class B liquor license as listed.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, Class B, a beer.
I'll make a motion to accept that Class B beer.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, cigarette and tobacco licenses.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so the operator's license. These were just approved. We don't need to do these because those are approved by you? Okay, all right.
Okay.
So then that should be everything. Right? Okay, we'll move on to the ordinance 03, 2022, all terrain and utility terrain vehicles.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
We spoke last month there about some possible changes or checking on some different things there. I know Jeff had put up the no parking signs on Broadway there, and there are really only two houses that are affected on County Road F in the two areas there that wouldn't have access necessarily to that there. There's really none on from one by Pondhurst down to Harriman Avenue there. Or from Harriman Avenue to Keller, I should say there. So there are really only two houses that are affected on those two areas that would be not open to ATVs. Obviously, it doesn't include Highway 46 or Keller Avenue, which is a given there. So we would need probably about 10 signs at different locations as to the different routes and stuff like that that I can meet with Jeff on it and Patty on there. So I have looked at other communities there that post their all roads are open except so-and-so roads and stuff like that. And I've got some stuff I can show Patty to as well there. So I think it'll open up more opportunities there, show that we're as open as possible.
Have you had any feedback from those homes that will not have access once?
I didn't
Or
go
if
out.
this
to
is
them
approved?
because Once we opened up F a bit there, I did not
Okay.
go out there and then talk to those two houses. Some of the other houses that are on there, like Broadway, between Venture Drive and Minneapolis Avenue on the north side there, can actually get out through Cottonwood in that area back there. They could use their backyards there. So there's only two houses on the south side there that aren't able to, and I guess I don't know if they've got vehicles that would pertain to that as well there, but
And you can drive across them, you just can't drive
Correct,
down
yes.
them. Yeah. Any further questions about that ordinance? Otherwise, I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 032022.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ordinance passes. Moving on to ordinance 04, 2022 for chapter 14 boards, commissions and committees. We had this at the committee of the whole, and I don't think we had any discussion about
No,
or any
this-
questions on this one.
no,
because
this
it's
is pretty
removing
much
it.
just removing
Mhm.
unnecessary language, I think.
That's appointing the county as the health officer.
Right.
Motion to approve ordinance 04-2022.
Second,
Any further discussion?
I actually do have a question. So shoot, I'm gonna think of, I'm blanking on what it was, on something that we're looking at here. I think it must be
tattoo.
the tattoo thing. So it's referring to the, oh shoot, my piece of paper is in my purse, so I don't have it here. I'm referring to the something officer, the health officer. But the way it's presented in the list of
it says.
committees, it
the-
says Polk County Health,
Yeah, it says a city designated health department.
Health Department. So I wonder, I mean, we're gonna actually get to that, but I just want to bring it up here because there's gonna be some, I think maybe a terminology change, something has to change in terminology as far as that goes in the next thing that we're gonna be referring to.
Well, in our designations, we've designated the Polk County Health Department as our health department.
I understand that, but that's not the terminology. We'll get to it in
Okay.
a second, but it was something that Tim had just said that made me think of it. I wanted to make sure that it was on the top of my mind.
Okay,
So, sorry, go ahead.
that's okay. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion passes. All right, moving on to 05-2022 tattoos and body piercings.
Okay, so in this particular one is where I'm thinking about it. Section 2.1 sub A refers to the designated health officer. I'm wondering if we need to change the terminology there to say the designated health department. Because we've designated the health department, not
Mhm.
a health officer. To me, that means like a single person, whereas we've designated a committee as a whole. Or
That
an
that would
entity as a
match,
whole.
that would match what's in 1-1B.
Yeah, and.
If
they
you
only
did, if
have
that was the
one
same
that
thing.
does the inspections, and then he can have a designee if he can't.
Right, so if we just say the same thing in the second place,
Okay, yeah.
I think then that covers it.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I think that would be good.
Patty, did you have a chance to find out anything about current businesses, since I know that was brought up?
I didn't even call them because right in the application, it says that they're exempt.
Yeah, okay,
We're fine.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, and I did look
And
that
I
up too.
printed a whole bunch of stuff, so we have it.
Mhm.
Ear
So if
piercing
we
is
decide to pass this, we have
exempt
all-
from.
Yeah,
the
there's a very
CFS.
big difference between a gun that
Mhm.
pierces ears and
Yeah.
hollow point needles.
Exactly. Great. It's exempt from licensing.
Perfect.
Did you make a motion with that change?
No, I wanted to make sure that the change happens. So I'll make the motion with that change in section 2-1 sub A to refer to the same entity as in section 1-1B. It's the city designated health department as the designate is designated to act or to enforce.
Is there a second?
I second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ordinance passes. Next is 06-2022 Arts, Parks and Rec Committee. So we talked about this again at Committee of the Whole to create this new official committee to serve as advisory to the council as well as Public Works and City Administration. We made some requested changes and it looked like those were in there. Any other thoughts, questions? I'll entertain a motion otherwise.
Move to approve ordinance 06-2022.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next is 07-2022 creation of a recycling committee. It's the other one that we wanted to create to show, to be an education arm as well as show our commitment to recycling in the community. And there were requested changes, which it appears those have also been made. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Do we need to do it out?
No.
All right, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, created those two new two committees. The appointments to those two committees, I have gotten recommendations or people that were interested. I'm not ready to put them forward until I have almost a full slate. So I'm hopeful that if those that are online or watching TV, if you're interested in either Arts, Parks and Rec or Recycling Committee, please reach out to the city staff or Patty or Ben or myself to express your interest, and we'll work to get those two committees filled up. I think it'll be a good move for us forward. So please help us. All right. So I'll table those two. I'd like to table those two. Do we have to have a formal approval for or a motion to table it? Okay,
Motion to table the appointments for the recycling and the art committee.
is there a second?
I'll second.
Did you want the zoning in there too?
Nope, I'm ready for zoning.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Right?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the appointment, we had one opening from our reorganization meeting. Jason Bottleson is who I would like to put forward as filling that last spot on the zoning board of appeals. He's been almost a lifelong resident of Amory and wants to get involved in what's happening within the city. And I said, I think this is a good opportunity to get involved with what's happening and trying to make a difference. So I would like to nominate him.
I'll make a motion to approve Jason Bottleson for the zoning board of appeals.
Okay, is there,
Second.
Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Look at that, we're already at number 10.
Wow.
How
Move
does
to
that
adjourn.
happen?
Move to adjourn.
There was a motion to adjourn.
Before we adjourn, just one quick thing. Coming up, we have this EMS contract and this merger with the ambulance service. I just want everybody to take a very, very close look at all that. I think that's going to be something very important and it's really going to impact our community in the future.
And that meeting is, the special meeting for that is June 17th? No, June,
Well, we have to approve or deny committee of the whole.
Yes,
So are we gonna have a special meeting that night,
yes.
right before committee of the whole? Because they have to know by June 30th whether we're in or not.
Maybe the whole should be the 21st.
It is.
So that will be that same.
okay,
Okay,
Have them both back to back.
okay.
excellent. Great, so there was a,
June 21st is the committee of the whole.
Third Tuesday.
Did we get an email with all the information for that special meeting?
well, the contract came to us, I don't think the special meeting.
Right.
Yeah, the contract was
Information.
just emailed today,
Okay.
So,
the
yeah,
contract and bylaws.
so we'll let you know about that too.
Yep, okay. I see it now.
So I think we should notice that special meeting now, so if the community wants to also read it, let's get it out there and let
Mhm.
people look at it.
It's one of those cases where more eyes is actually a good thing.
Yep,
I think so.
well, all cases are a good case for more eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so there's a motion on the floor to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we are adjourned.